Welcome back, everyone. Today's video comes to you from the channel Relearning and Rights, and it involves Officer Franklin Ike of the Chino Police Department. In this video, we're going to be going over Pennsylvania versus Mimms and how officers used the term officer safety to turn an inch of authority into a mile of tyranny. On August 8th, Officer Ike pulled his driver over for a window tint violation. I personally find this pretty hypocritical because if you go to any LAPD parking lot, there are many private vehicles there with illegal tint on them. I know this because I've been to them and I have seen this for myself. And although this statement has no legal standing, it's very ironic that those who carry the badge tend to think that the law doesn't pertain to them. So watch as Officer Ike tries to ID everyone in this vehicle and then forces them out of the car when they refuse. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? You guys stopped me because tinted windows, man, on the car.
That's what I bought. I just bought this car.
Oh, okay, you just recently bought
Yeah.
it? Okay. How long ago did you buy it?
A few weeks ago, right up the street in Chino, off Mountain Avenue.
Okay. You have your license, registration, insurance information?
Yep. Tinted windows, wow. All right.
What about you, boss? You got a license on you?
Me?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
So you might handle your partner right here?
Well, what reason would I have to identify for? You didn't pull me over, you pulled him over.
What's that?
So you didn't pull me over, you pulled him over.
Oh, I remember you.
Yeah,
I remember you
Yeah,
too.
you pulled me over before.
I used to ride my bike before I got a car.
Yeah,
You used to stop me.
Why you giving me a hard time this time around, man?
Nah.
Yeah. What's your name again?
Huh?
What's your name again? Pulled you over, you used to have that gray SUV, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't had that for like a year, but yeah. Yeah.
I got the new registration right here.
Can you hand partner ID? I have the right to identify everybody in the car, that's why, man. If you have it on you, you can hand it to a partner.
It's not a stop and ID state, sir. Come on, I know my rights, homie. Come on, bro.
So what?
I said I know my rights. This ain't a stop and ID state like that. Like, come on.
I have the right to identify people in the car.
Mm-hmm. If you suspect me of committing a crime, you have the right to identify me.
You said what?
If you suspect me of committing a crime, if you can articulate a crime that I'm suspected of committing, then you can identify me. But as a passenger in the vehicle, you don't have
We'll
to.
get back to that.
Okay.
And then you want
You
my
have
insurance?
ID in the back seat?
You want my insurance?
Why, do you have some warrants or something?
No, I don't. Actually, I
Nobody.
don't.
Huh?
I don't. No.
Okay.
We're just trying to follow the law.
What about you, ma'am? Ma'am, you have an ID?
You don't want to identify. I had to pick up my daughter from In-N-Out. She works at 3:45. I was on the way to pick her up.
No worries. What's your last name, ma'am? Ma'am in the back seat. What's your last
You don't want
name?
to identify yourself?
She doesn't want to identify either, bro. We're just trying to get out of here, bro.
I'm talking to her.
Okay.
I don't want to identify myself. I just want to know.
So please, very good with Iris. All right, you guys sit tight. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, do me a favor. Put phones down. Everybody put their hands out in front of you. Okay. I don't know what's up with you guys acting sketchy, especially you. I've ran into you before.
Yeah, I know, dog. I'm just, you know what I
Do me
mean?
a solid. Hey, since you want to play like that, I will play.
Okay,
like
what's
that
your
too,
name and
okay?
badge number?
Hold on.
Name and
Do me a
badge number?
solid. Hey, do me a solid. Put the phones down. Put everybody's hands out in front of you on the dash, okay? And you, ma'am, hand them behind the headrest, okay?
What's the purpose of this? Tinted windows?
Do not identify yourself.
No, I
You have a
don't.
right to not identify.
I know you're doing it.
And they can't pull you out either. I'm sure you should lock your windows, your doors.
As you can see, the people in this vehicle aren't doing anything wrong. They're just peacefully exercising their Fourth Amendment right to be secure in their papers against unreasonable searches and seizures. But this goes for the passengers only. As you heard in the beginning, the driver already identified himself. And again, this was over tinted windows. But instead of issuing a warning or even a ticket, Officer Ike turns this whole interaction into a display of ego. You'll see right here.
Simple. As an American citizen, I want to exercise any rights I might have. And that's that. It's in there, person.
It is?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Can you
It's supposed to be. Why do I have to get off the car, sir? Can I just get a ticket and go on my way?
Asking you, requesting you get out the car for me, please.
Sir, can I just get my ticket and go on my way?
Pennsylvania versus mimms says I have the right to ask people to step out of the vehicle.
As an American citizen, do I have any rights?
Listen.
But that's for officer safety if you're on like a main
Pennsylvania
roadway or
versus
anything like
It's a
that.
tinted window, sir.
How you
Listen
doing,
to
sir?
me.
Can I just get my ticket and go?
Pretty good.
Can I talk to you for a second?
But is this okay?
Listen, before you get yourself arrested. Let's listen for a second.
What? The tinted window?
I'm trying to explain to you. If you let me talk like a man, I will let you talk. You understand that? And if you guys fail to comply, force may be used against you, including up to deadly force. You understand? I'm giving you use of force warning, just so you understand that. You got it? Okay?
Am I being threatened?
That's a use of force warning.
Can we just get a supervisor?
Okay?
Can we get a supervisor here, please?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania versus mim, I have the right to ask people to
Well,
step
somebody
out the
over him
vehicle,
because
okay?
he's being like
You
ridiculous,
understand
bro.
that?
For tinted windows, really? Like,
You
come on,
understand
bro.
that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm talking to you.
I'm just in shock that you're
Okay,
doing.
so step out the car, unbuckle yourself and step out the car, and I'll talk to you over here.
We're recording this live on
understand
Facebook.
that,
Just-
baby?
I
Oh, yeah,
understand
you
you.
guys-
Just step out
that's
the car.
fine.
Because
Step out any further. If I have to say it again, you're going to be under arrest automatically. Right now, you're just detained. You're not under arrest. I need you to step out the car.
But in order to detain somebody, you
broke
have
the
to
law?
have committed a crime.
Step out the car. It's for delaying a police investigation if you get arrested. Okay?
investigating what though? What's the investigation for?
Every
Tinted
traffic stop
windows.
is an investigation, sir. Step out the car.
Tinted windows is an investigation.
Keep your hands where I can see it. Turn around, face that direction. You have any weapons on you? You have any weapons on you?
I don't have any weapons.
I'm asking you.
I don't have any
Okay.
weapons on me.
Put your hands back here. I'm not handcuffing you.
When I had my 10 feet, you did the same thing to me.
Who?
When I had 10 feet and I would ride my bike at night, you always
I don't recall you.
many years ago,
I
but
don't recall you. Well, you know, I contacted a lot of people many years ago. Okay? Just making sure you don't have any weapons. That's it, okay? Alright, is this all right?
And can you guys articulate like a crime that I have committed in order to detain us? Like,
Step out.
What was that? That's fine. Don't leave yourself right there. Yeah. You have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Hey, put your phone in the car.
Like I said, we're recording as well. Don't worry about that.
yeah, but the only thing about your guys' recordings and our recordings is your guys disappear when it's time to go to court.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Fantastic. Go ahead and go this way over here too.
Can I grab my
You guys
wallet?
on?
Can I get my wallet?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Can I grab my wallet?
And that's the end of this video. You probably heard Officer Ike quote the 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mimms as reason to pull the passengers and drivers out of the car. The Supreme Court ruled in this case that the police could order a driver out of the vehicle at any time during a traffic stop for officer safety, and that this was not a violation of the driver's Fourth Amendment. 20 years later, a U.S. Supreme Court case called Maryland versus Wilson comes out, and the court said the same rule applies to the passengers in the car, and still held that it did not violate their Fourth Amendment, again, due to officer safety. But as you can clearly see in this video, Officer Ike is in no danger whatsoever and still decides to pull these people out of their vehicle just to flex his badge. So if you ever find yourself in a predicament like this where an officer doesn't respect your Fourth Amendment and is ordering you out of the vehicle, utilize the Fifth Amendment to your advantage and stay quiet. You are not obligated to answer any of that officer's questions, and if the officer decides to arrest you for impeding by not answering his questions, then you very well may have a lawsuit on your hands. And just like the passenger in this vehicle did, always record your interaction with the police. You never know when you're going to need it to defend yourself in court. Remember, when an officer doesn't respect your Fourth Amendment, use your Fifth Amendment. Thank you for watching San Joaquin Audits.
San Joaquin, San Joaquin. Gotta watch 'em. We know the way that you coppin'. We don't give no option. Camera gon' shoot in 9 minutes. Keep that rolling, no stopping. They don't know now, we gon' teach them everything. By my country, everything. This my country, every day. False conviction, you got a power addiction. We on the road, me and the bros. Telling the story so everyone know. Send them to hell, little Nicky. San Joaquin, shout out the group. We gon' show the world, don't miss it. My whole team on a mission. My eyes wide open, I see everything you doing. We gon' check the law. I know my rights like I passed the bar. I'ma make sure you know yours and all. Home of the brave, free us all. Can't do it all and we standing tall. Only real criminals behind bars. Only real criminals behind bars. Ooh, excuse me, Mr. Officer. Why you wanna pull me over?